From the Samson Production Studios in the heart of Hazleton, Pennsylvania, it's your News 13.
Brought to you by SSP TV and the Standard Speaker.
Ready or not, the heat is back again, even though it may seem like it never left. It actually is going to be dangerously hot. Some areas could reach triple digits. The weekend of wicked weather is where we begin tonight. Good evening and thank you so much for joining us, everyone. I'm Kristen Bazinski. Record heat looks like a possibility for most parts of northeastern Pennsylvania. Anywhere you look's going to be downright miserable and dangerous if you're out too long without taking numerous precautions. Please make sure you check on your friends, your neighbors, and your relatives, and make sure they're drinking plenty of water. Whether you choose to be out in the sun and heat or stay inside by the air conditioner, the Department of Health is reminding Pennsylvanians to take simple steps to prevent heat-related illness. Healthy people of any age can experience heat-related illnesses when their bodies are unable to handle the high temps. Those at greatest risk are people over 65, infants, and young children, and those with heart disease, high blood pressure, breathing problems, or other chronic conditions. Individuals should do the following to avoid heat-related problems. Stay indoors in air conditioning as much as possible. Drink plenty of water throughout the day and do not wait until you're thirsty to drink liquids. Avoid drinks with caffeine, alcohol, or large amounts of sugar. If you must be outside in the heat, limit activity to morning and evening hours and try to rest often in shady areas. Make sure you dress in light-colored, loose-fitting clothing and also use a sunscreen of SPF 15 or higher. Check on those who may be more at risk from high temps, like I just said, infants, children, or older individuals. And of course, never leave your children or pets in vehicles. The two most common types of heat-related illnesses are heat exhaustion and heat stroke, which is, of course, the more serious of the two. During heat waves, many communities and organizations, such as senior centers, set up cooling stations offering residents shelter from the heat. Contact your local government for information on cooling stations possibly near you. Make sure you get up early if you have any errands to run. Most places easily will hit 100, and any breeze that you will feel will be hot and not really refreshing on Saturday. Dew points are muggy. Only a few clouds may offer the hope of a thunder shower. So as we look at tonight's creative condition from Arlen Vigazzo of the Arthur Street School, we'll see exactly what to expect. Arlen is building a sandcastle at the beach on a sunny day, and the beach will be a great place to be over the next few days. At least it will be a mild evening before the breathtaking heat takes over on Saturday. Clear skies, 67 for our low tonight. Tomorrow we see sunny skies, and look at that high, folks. 94 degrees here in Greater Hazleton. It's going to be even hotter in other areas. In our viewing area, we're going to hit triple digits in some places, as I said. So please, everyone, just stay safe, stay hydrated, and make sure you check on those who are most at risk for having a heat-related issue. Just windows and much, much more. 636-1133 on First Street in Freeland, bringing you the forecast. JustWindowsAndMore.com is where you can find them on the web, or just stop by or simply call. They're the pros in windows and doors since 1985. Well, a 59-year-old Hazleton man was found beaten and seriously injured along a city street early this morning. Police say someone on their way to work found the assault victim lying in the 100 block of Woodward Court around 6:30 this morning. According to police, the Hispanic man had injuries to his head, face, and left arm. Officers did not release the man's name, but did say they believe he had been assaulted sometime overnight. The victim was first taken to the local hospital, but then flown out by a medical helicopter to a trauma center. As of this newscast, there are no suspects, and police ask anyone with information about the assault to call 459-4940 and dial 530 or simply dial 911. A man from Virginia was tracked down after a nationwide search. It started when 29-year-old Gabriel Thomas was involved in an assault in the village of Combola, Blythe Township. He allegedly used a knife against his girlfriend. State police tell us Thomas allegedly assaulted the girlfriend around 3 a.m. on June 27th in the borough. The woman suffered numerous non-life-threatening injuries from that knife. Thomas fled, and a nationwide bulletin went out for his arrest in relation to the Schuylkill County incident. Last Friday, Thomas was found in the District of Columbia. On Tuesday, he was brought back to the Schuylkill County Jail, where he now faces a long list of charges against him. He was immediately locked up and his bail set at $100,000. Well, police say he was pulled over for dark tint on his windows. And when they looked inside his car, police found that 4 children under the age of 5 were unbelted and not in safety seats. McAdoo police pulled David Mendoza Gomez of Pine Street in Hazleton over on July 4th along Route 309 in McAdoo. Officers say Gomez acted nervous and gave officers a fake name, but provided a social security number. And it turns out he was actually wanted out of Reading for identity theft and also had warrants out for deportation. Also, some warrants out of New York City were found. Gomez was immediately arrested. Eventually, he admitted who he really was. Well, caught in the act, 2 Hazleton City men were arrested Thursday after they tried getting away with about $2,000 worth of steel aluminum pipe. Edwin Yates and Damian Yates were caught committing the crime at Multi-Plastics Extrusions at 666 Dietrich Avenue. That's in the Heights area of the city. City police say the Yates duo was found in a wooded area. They were charged with theft by unlawful taking and receiving stolen property. No word if they were sent to prison. A traffic alert to pass along to you tonight. The intersection of Broad and Poplar Streets will be filled with construction crews as of Monday, as some heavy work will get underway. It's all part of the Broad Street Corridor project, and according to PennDOT officials, the eastbound lanes of Broad Street sit a bit higher than the westbound lanes, and right now are separated by a concrete barrier. The lanes will be evened off, and the barrier will be removed. The intersection will also get a new traffic signal, and a turning lane is being built on South Poplar Street. Now, you may remember when crews took down at least 2 houses at the corner of Broad and Poplar Streets to make room for the extra lane and all this work that's being done. South Poplar Street will be blocked at Mine Street, with a detour set up through about July 22nd. Coming up on News 13, have any plans over this hot summer weekend? We'll tell you about one event that will take you for a ride, and it's all for a great cause. Plus, it's being called an accident waiting to happen. We'll stop by one intersection in Foster Township that really is bothering some residents.
It's time for the Movie Minute on News 13, your weekly look at what's playing at Regal Cinema 10 just outside the Laurel Mall. Lots of flicks to check out this week and celebrate Independence Day. Magic Mike continues to draw a crowd, and new to the big screen is The Amazing Spider-Man. Peter Parker finds a clue that might help him understand why his parents disappeared when he was young. His path puts him on a collision course with his father's former partner's alter ego, the Lizard. Peter will make life-altering choices to use his powers and shape his destiny to become a hero. And the hilarious comedy Ted. As the result of a childhood wish, John Bennett's teddy bear, Ted, came to life and has been by John's side ever since. A friendship that's tested when Lori, John's girlfriend of 4 years, wants more from their relationship. For all the showtimes at Regal Cinema 10, call 450-7454. And to find the entire Regal Cinema schedule and movie showing times, visit our website at ssptv.com.
SSP TV Sports on News 13 with Fred Barletta Jr. and Ron Marchetti.
We've been pointing out all Little League tournament that this year, more than normal, we've had a lot of lopsided scores. We figured once we got to the back end of the tournament, started to play some championship baseball, we wouldn't see that. Well, not the case. We still have some really wacky baseball scores, but that's the way this tournament has gone, folks, and it continues. Let's go to the 9-10 brackets, and this is the championship round, which is why we point this out. Valley West, 21-2 winners over Tamaqua Blue. And it's been a while since we've seen scores that are this disparaging in nature. But anyhow, we'll see what happens. They play again tonight, and it'll be game 2 of the best-of-3 series. Valley West could wrap it up tonight with a win. Too bad they couldn't save some of those runs and use them tonight, you know, kind of like a bank deposit. Anyhow, the 10-11 tournament, that's going to be tomorrow, and here's what we've got. Tamaqua has already advanced, and so as we take a look, you got a couple of pairings here. Jim Thorpe, Franklin Township, Hazleton and Valley East, and Valley West and Freeland. All of these games to be played down at the beautiful Butler Township Complex in Drums, Pennsylvania. Meanwhile, the 11 and 12s, that'll be tomorrow as well. We got Franklin Township, Valley East with Tamaqua waiting in the wings. So all of them starting to wind their way down, that's for sure. Now, let's take a look. This is Legion Baseball, Senior Legion as a matter of fact. The other day, we showed you the standings, and in Senior Legion, the team you're watching with the blue tops on there, that is the Hazleton entry. Stripes and Strikes, you know the name. Anyhow, they had Eric Gimby, I keep saying that, Ryan Gimby. Ryan's going to get all over my case again. Ryan Gimby has been, well, they don't give it out, but the Cy Young Award winner for this league. He has been phenomenal. He already has a no-hitter, missed going back-to-back by 2 outs, and last night he handcuffed the Mountain Post team. A little confusing here because you see the red and the gray. That's not the Hazleton team. That's Mountain Post out of Crestwood, and they had just 3 measly hits last night against Ryan Gimby, and he shut him down. Meanwhile, a couple of runs here and there, and the team comes away with a win. They stay in first place, and they will be up in action tonight at Cole Street Park. That game getting ready to start. They're taking on Wilkes-Barre, and Gimby, of course, won't pitch tonight, but Kyle Carmonic will. See what he can back it up with. Senior Babe Ruth, you take a look, Capriotti's. Well, strong pitching will always win, and it happened again last night in Senior Babe Ruth. Capriotti's gets the 7-0 shutout win over Panther Valley. So the senior kids in both Babe Ruth and in the American Legion doing very well here this summer, and that's a good thing. Russ Kanzler went yard last night, 1 for 3 as a matter of fact, but that was the only run of the game by the Columbus Clippers. Toledo knocks him off. Kyle Landis didn't pitch. His Akron team down by 2 when it ended to Erie. Lehigh Valley gets a little revenge on the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Yankees, the Iron Pigs. 7-2 winners there. There's your minor league schedules. As you take a look, it is just about the same except for the Columbus Clippers. They're going to Indianapolis, and Major League Baseball, Joe Madden is in Cleveland. Yankees are in Fenway. So we'll take a look and see how everything goes this weekend. You enjoy it. And tonight we're brought to you by our friends at Stripes and Strikes. Make the right call and get down to Stripes and Strikes, because baseball season is here. Now we're talking baseball pants, jerseys, hats, gloves, bats, batting gloves, bags, catcher's equipment. You got league discounts available. All the top name brands, Wilson, Rawlings, DeMarini, and Diamond. Check it out at Stripes and Strikes, your headquarters for softball and baseball. Look for the big green awning down across from Gianetti's Best Western on Route 309 in Hazleton.
Time for short shots on this first Friday of the month, July 6th. Hi, everybody. Let's review. Last Sunday, the Valley West 9 and 10-year-old Little League All-Stars captured the North Division at Whispering Willow Park in Cunningham, and then last night at the same place, they won the opening game of the District 11 Championship Series. Kevin Garnett signed a 3-year, $34 million contract with the Boston Celtics. Jim Thome got traded again, this time from the Phillies to the Orioles. Tiger Woods won the AT&T National Golf Tournament in Maryland. Pitcher Cliff Lee of the Phillies finally won his first game this season. David Big Poppy Ortiz hit his 400th career home run. NBA star Stevie Nash was traded by the Phoenix Suns to the LA Lakers. The Yankees finally beat the Rays on the road after 9 straight losses at Tropicana Field. Long time ago, female baseball player in the Warriors, Doris Sams, who inspired the movie A League of Their Own with Tom Hanks, died at the age of 85 in Knoxville, Tennessee. Big Ben Davison, the hulking defensive end who starred for the Oakland Raiders in the 1960s before becoming a famous TV pitchman, died at the age of 72. Very recently, like June 23rd, 2012, 13 days ago, Frank Pushover was inducted into the first Hall of Fame at St. Francis Loretto at the John F. Kennedy Center in Loretto, PA. Pushover played in two Maurice the Magnificent Stokes teams that went to the NIT, and he is the 10th on the all-time school's career scoring list with 1,371 points. He was inducted along with four others: Joe Aston, Larry Lewis, Sandy Williams, and the late Jim McClellan. Pushover was inducted into the Hazelton Area Sports Hall of Fame in 2009. He was a 1,000-point scorer for the West Hazelton Wildcats while leading them to 2 straight Anthracite League titles in 1952 and 1953. And finally, on July 4th, the day before yesterday, Joey Chestnut won his 6th consecutive Nathan's National Hot Dog Eating Championship by devouring 68 hot dogs with the buns in 10 minutes, which tied his all-time record. Make it a good one. Till Monday, be a good sport and stay loose.
And your Pennsylvania winning lottery numbers on this Friday. They are 555 daily number, Big 4 3120, Quinto 94966, Treasure Hunt 14, 15, 24, 26, 30. Good luck.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's social news. First, a happy 79th birthday to Anna Mumi. This wish comes from all of your friends. And now for tonight's Talk of the Town. There will be an old-fashioned family picnic sponsored by the Shenandoah Senior Community Resource Center. This will be held Monday, July 9th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the American Legion Memorial Garden. There's food and fun for all ages, and it's free admission. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 extends our deepest sympathies to the family and friends of these recently departed. Jolene J. Faust of Weatherly. Funeral services will be held Saturday at 11 a.m. from the Philip J. Jeffries Funeral Home. Visitation will be Saturday from 10 to 11 a.m. Edward Sunder of Jetto. The McHugh Wilczek Funeral Home is in charge of the arrangements. Joseph McArachik of Glendale. The funeral services will be held by the Bernard J. Piantek Funeral Home. Dr. Anthony Joseph Moy, formerly of McAdoo. Services will be held Saturday at 9 a.m. from the Butler Chapel of the Cropton Hughes Funeral Home. Michael Colasar of Jetto. The funeral will be on Monday at 9:30 a.m. from the Firo Funeral Home. Friends may call Sunday from 6 to 9 p.m. Irene A. Bartle of Iberville. The funeral will be Saturday at 9:30 a.m. from the John J. Pustai Funeral Home. Friends may call Saturday from 8:30 to 10 a.m. at the funeral home. And Helen Masley of Freeland. The arrangements are under the direction of the McHugh Wilczek Funeral Home. Tonight's obituary is half and brought to you by the Smilax Floral Shop on 15th Street in Hazleton. Free delivery to all local funeral homes. Call 570-454-0111. And by Mia's. Don't settle for the second best when dining out. Discover Mia's new low-priced dinner menu for 2012. Remember, there's plenty of free gated parking in the Marco Building parking lot.
Just a reminder that the local Unico chapter is hosting the 2nd annual bike run this weekend to help out a very special teen. The annual motorcycle charity run will benefit Kayla Kelly, who earlier this year received a brand new heart. Kayla's courageous battle with Yule's disease has inspired so many others. This year's motorcycle charity run is coming up tomorrow, Saturday, July 7th from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. It will kick off at Death Row Motorcycles and Drums. Cost is $20 per rider and $5 per passenger. Of course, all proceeds will benefit Kayla. For more information, call 233-1753 or 455-5192. Registration starts at 9 a.m. and goes until 11:30 a.m. when the blessing of the bikes and national anthem starts. Then at 12 o'clock, you can join them for a 50-mile bike run. Until 6 o'clock, enjoy live music from Hydra and Monsters of Rock. And make sure to check out the raffle drawing, Coors Light Girls, and happy hour as well. Good luck to everyone and ride safe. A fire company on the south side is teaming up with some local Little League coaches for a softball charity game. The McAdoo Fire Firefighters will be taking on coaches from the McAdoo Little League in a benefit softball game to help raise money for the Little League complex. Today, News 13 stopped by to talk with two of the originators.
We went to one of our oldest sponsors, which is the McAdoo Fire Company, and we challenged them to a benefit softball game for July the 15th at 2 o'clock. All the proceeds that we raise on that day, our concession stand will be open, our grills will be going. We're going to have a lot of volunteers from the fire company and from the Little League. All the proceeds, we're hoping to do some field upgrades in the springtime and possibly some fencing on the backfield. Anything that we could possibly use it for, that's what we're going to use it for.
It's all about the community support. We're all about supporting the community. McAdoo Fire Company has been an original sponsor from when it was the McAdoo Little League and now the Tri-County Little League. So we're always out there looking to do whatever we can to give back to the community. And what a better way to help give back to the community and the children that are involved in the community and the great organization that the Tri-County Little League has.
And like I said before, it's not the first time the Little League and the Fire Company got together, and a few years the Fire Company's been doing different games with the Little League. Yeah, we did one a couple years ago that we gave the money to the Ronald McDonald House, and this year the Little League came to us and they want to do some field upgrades. So we decided, yeah, well, we got a team together, and you know, they have a bunch of old guys coaching those kids right now, so we figured, you know, our young guys will be able to go out and maybe give them a lesson on how to play some softball.
Again, the game will take place Sunday, July 15th at 2 o'clock at the McAdoo Little League field. The community is invited out to spend part of the afternoon with the firefighters and the Little League coaches, of course. More news and information is headed your way next with Jasmine Brooks. I'll see you back here on Monday. Make sure y'all stay with us.
It's an accident waiting to happen in one resident's eyes, and he's not stopping until the problem is fixed. One dangerous intersection in Foster Township is where we begin right now.
From the Samson Production Studios in the heart of Hazleton, Pennsylvania, it's your News 13.
Thanks for staying with us tonight, everyone. I'm Jasmine Brooks. He's calling it a dangerous intersection in his community and wants something done before someone gets killed. Maybe it's because many of James Colley's children and grandchildren have to cross this intersection every day to get to his house. Or maybe he's just a concerned citizen. Either way, Colley says this intersection is an accident waiting to happen. The intersection is at the crossroads of Sawmill Road and Highland Road in the borough of Freeland. Highland Road is a pretty busy road. It's not unusual to find fast-moving traffic or large trucks. Here's Colley's problem. Take a look at this truck making its way on Sawmill Road to the intersection. Not only does it have to pass out the stop sign to check for traffic, but Colley says these pine trees make it extra difficult to see down the road.
You have to pull your car halfway across to see if anything's coming up. By the time you get across, somebody's flying up or coming down.
What kind of trees are we looking at here?
Pine trees. You have to be cut down, they're in the way.
Now they are owned on private property, and what does the homeowner say?
Nothing, he will not touch it.
Have you talked to the homeowner?
The township did.
And what has he said?
As far as I know, they won't do nothing about it.
Okay. All right.
I talked to PennDOT, I called the state police. Okay. Somebody has to do something before somebody gets killed.
News 13 spoke with Foster Township Supervisor George Ann Eckroat, who tells us the owner of the property, Mr. Stanzioli, planted the trees several years ago. However, Eckroat is uncertain if the trees are planted on state right-of-way or Stanzioli's property. These trees are most likely the responsible of the homeowner if they are on private property. A police department in Schuylkill County is rewarding kids for taking that extra step and strapping on a bike helmet during the summer months. If a McAdoo police officer sees a child wearing a helmet while on a bike, they will be rewarded with a coupon for an iced tea or an orange drink at Boyer's Food Market in McAdoo. The program sponsored by McAdoo Councilwoman Mary LaBert. Today we spoke to her about the importance of the reward for the little ones to reassure the kids that they've made the right choice to wear a helmet.
Well, we have this program for the past couple of years. We basically want the children to be aware of the laws and to wear a helmet when riding a bicycle. This is strictly for their protection. We also want them not to be afraid of the police officer. He's their friend, not their enemy. And this way, when the police officer sees them wearing their helmet, they're going to be rewarded for doing something good and not as always being punished for doing something bad. So I think it's a good program. I just feel that this is something that I can contribute, and by getting them an orange drink or an iced tea, if that's going to help them to become friends with the police officer, usually they'll see him passing by, but they won't stop and talk. This way he stops them and says, "Oh, you're wearing your helmet, good for you, here's a coupon," and it makes a good relationship.
The program runs until August 31st in the borough of McAdoo. We remind all kids in McAdoo to wear your helmet and be safe this summer. Fire crews spent hours fighting a blaze in a remote part of Hazel Township in Hazleton City Friday. News 13 there off the Harwood Road near the PennDOT shed. Smoke was billowing from the remote area about a mile into the woods. The fire spanned about 3 acres in total. Some of the fire was burning underground. Crews had to bulldozer a pathway to get to the blaze that started from a campfire left unattended. The plan was to use a brush fire truck from Hazel Township to put out the fire. A number of other local fire departments were called in to help battle the fire, and the heat of the day didn't help firefighters in their fight. We now know the fire is completely extinguished. In addition, Pagnotti Coal Company will be reclosing the roadway made to get to this fire. A man from Hazleton hit the jackpot thanks to one local organization that grants wishes to local senior citizens. Today, John Agnello and his family said thank you to the Elder Wish Foundation and told News 13 all about his trip to Las Vegas. John had a wish to take a trip to Sin City with his wife to see what Vegas was all about. John suffers from lung cancer, and his family wanted nothing more but to see him enjoying himself. And thanks to Elder Wish, along with some fundraisers, John, his wife, and even his daughter took the trip of their dreams.
Oh, it was very exciting. It was a wonderful trip. It was our dream. We always wanted to do this together.
John, do you remember your trip out to Vegas?
Oh, yeah.
Did you enjoy it?
The most wonderful place I ever went.
Did you enjoy yourself? What did you get to
do? It was beautiful.
Everybody, just like the community, everybody chipped in and helped and made this dream possible for my father. I just wanted to say thank you for everyone, and we did it, you know. We were able to accomplish his dream.
Elder Wish is a wish-granting foundation for the senior citizens of the greater Hazleton area. This is probably one of the ones that have made us the most happiest in making it possible for it to come true for Mr. Agnello. I guess there were some times when we doubted whether it would come true and whether he would be able to make it, and he did, and he's a champ, and hopefully it gave them all memories that will last a lifetime.
Although Agnello was limited to his adventures in Sin City, he tells us it was the trip he had always wanted. From all of us here at News 13, we wish you the best of luck. Keep it here on News 13. The scorching hot weather is sticking around over the weekend. We'll tell you how to protect yourself from the high temps next. Plus, what would you do without the internet? If you usually keep your computer close by, you may want to hear this. Stay with us. Record heat looks like a possibility for most parts of northeast Pennsylvania. Anywhere you look, it's going to be downright miserable and dangerous. If you are out too long without taking numerous precautions, please check on your friends, neighbors, and even your relatives. Make sure they are drinking plenty of water. Whether you choose to be out in the sun and heat or stay inside by the cool air conditioner, the Department of Health is reminding Pennsylvanians to take simple steps to prevent heat-related illness. Healthy people of any age can experience heat-related illness when their bodies are unable to handle the high temperatures. Those at greatest risk are people over 65 years old, infants and young children too, and those with heart disease, high blood pressure, breathing problems, or other chronic conditions. Individuals should do the following to avoid heat-related illnesses. Stay indoors in air conditioning as much as possible. Drink plenty of water throughout the day and don't wait until you are thirsty to drink liquids. Avoid drinks with caffeine, alcohol, or large amounts of sugar. If you must be outside in the heat, limit activity to morning and evening hours and try to rest often in shady areas. Dress in light-colored, loose-fitting clothing and also use a sunscreen of SPF 15 or higher. Check on those who may be more at risk from high temperatures like infants, children, or other older individuals. And, of course, never leave your children or pets in those vehicles. The two most common types of heat-related illnesses are heat exhaustion and heat stroke, which is more serious. During heat waves, many communities and organizations such as senior centers set up cooling stations offering residents shelter from the heat. Contact your local government for information on cooling station locations. Make sure you get up early if you have errands. Most places easily hit 100 degrees and any breeze will feel hot and not refreshing. Dew points are muggy. Only a few clouds may offer the hope of a thunder shower. As we take a look at tonight's creative condition from Arlen Vegazo of the Arthur Street School, we want to see exactly this is what we're going to expect. But Arlen is building a sandcastle here at the beach on a sunny day. The beach is a great place to be over the next few days. At least it will be a mild evening before the breathtaking heat takes over come tomorrow, folks. Looking at the weather tonight, mostly clear skies with a low down to 67 degrees. Checking out that 4-day outlook. Saturday, sunny skies with a high near 94 degrees. Going into Sunday, a slight chance of showers, mostly cloudy with a high near 82 degrees. Then hitting your Monday, mostly sunny, a high near 77. Into our Tuesday, again, mostly sunny skies. You're going to see a high reach 78 degrees. And finally, Tuesday, mostly sunny. Did I just say that? All right, let's check out the Lazy Dog Salon bringing you tonight's forecast. You can give them a call at 459-0310. They're located on North Broad Street in West Hazelton. Also by Valley High Drive-In, the perfect treat for these high temperatures. You can catch them on Route 93 in West Hazelton. They have ice cream, food, and so much more. Some frightening news for all you computer gurus out there. Your access to the internet may soon be denied if your computer gets a new virus. A virus that can harm Windows and Mac computers. And the damage, that's going to cost you at least $150 to fix. FBI officials say 64,000 Americans could lose their internet service on Monday if a computer virus is not removed. The FBI is calling it Operation Ghost Click. There is a way for you to check your system for the DNS changer virus, and here's how. Go to an FBI-approved site. If the computer screen comes up green, everything is okay. But, if it comes up red, there's a couple of websites that you can actually download tools to get the virus off that computer, which is definitely great news. Now, the FBI fix will only stay online until 12:01 a.m. on Monday, July 9th. The Hazelton City Authority has its ups and downs over the past few years. Sam Lassant recently talked with members of the authority board and workers for an update on how things are progressing, including at the newly renovated McKinley Street Tower area. Sam?
All right, folks, so 50,000 people drink this water every day. How safe is it? Okay, how many chemicals do we have in the water? And then let's talk about the Water Authority. And folks, are they getting ready to sell the authority? A lot to learn about the Hazelton City Authority, especially up here in the Water Department. It's all on the Sam Lassant Show. Stay with us.
More news is headed your way next here on News 13. Still ahead, we'll stop by one senior community center to hear the beautiful sounds of the Lumber River Quartet. Stay with us. It was the time for praise and celebration. An upbeat performance filled with humor and encouragement was on the list of activities at one senior community center. News 13 stopping by Heritage Hill in Weatherly this afternoon to enjoy the sounds of Lumber River Quartet. The quartet's Southern gospel style brought a lot of joy to the seniors' ears, and this group is well known. The world-renowned group played their powerful music on cruise ships, in churches, auditoriums, and even radio and TV. The quartet say their style is upbeat and feel music is a powerful medium. Well, that's going to do it for us. Thanks so much for making us a part of your day. You can catch this newscast again with a rebroadcast throughout tonight, or simply go to our website, ssptv.com. There you're going to find everything Greater Hazleton and beyond, just one simple click away. On behalf of your News 13 team, be safe, have a great weekend, and we'll see you Monday.